What if I told you that Gollum, Daredevil, and Shadowheart all teamed up in the same game? Sounds insane, right? Well, welcome to Clair-Obscure Expedition 33, a game with a voice cast so stacked, it feels like Hollywood crashed into the gaming industry at full speed. We've got Andy Serkis, the guy who literally redefined motion capture playing Caesar in Planet of the Apes, Gollum in Lord of the Rings, and Null in Venom: The Last Dance. And now, he's Renoir, bringing his legendary gravitas to the world of Lumière. Imagine a boss fight where Gollum starts monologuing like a Shakespearean villain. Yeah, that's the energy he's bringing. And if that wasn't enough, say hello to Jennifer English, aka the voice behind Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate 3, one of the most beloved RPG characters in recent history. Now she's playing Maelle, proving once again that she's the queen of mysterious, brooding, and slightly untrustworthy characters. You trusted her in BG3, but can you trust her here? Oh, and did I mention that Charlie Cox, yes, Daredevil himself, is in this game? He's lending his voice to Gustav, so if you ever wanted to hear Matt Murdock's silky smooth voice in a dark fantasy setting, your dreams have officially come true. Also, bonus points if you remember him as Tristan from Stardust, and Jonathan Hellier-Jones in The Theory of Everything. Talk about range! And we're just getting started. Buckle up, because the rest of this cast list is stacked with talent from Elden Ring, Final Fantasy XVI, Cyberpunk 2077, Warhammer, Hades 2, and more. Let's break it down. Andy Serkis, Renoir. You know him as Gollum, Lord of the Rings, Caesar, Planet of the Apes, and even Null, Venom: The Last Dance. Now, he's bringing his legendary presence to Expedition 33. Get ready for some next-level voice acting. Jennifer English, Maelle. If you loved Shadowheart, Baldur's Gate 3, she's back, this time as Maelle. She also voiced Latenna in Elden Ring and Carlotta in Wuthering Waves, so if you like tragic, deep characters, she's got you covered. Charlie Cox, Gustav. From Daredevil, Stardust, Spider-Man, No Way Home, and The Theory of Everything. Do I need to say more? He's stepping into the world of gaming with his role as Gustav, and we are here for it. Ben Starr, Verso. He made waves as Clive Rosfield, Final Fantasy XVI. And now he's jumping into Expedition 33 to voice Verso. Oh, and he's Prometheus in Hades 2, so yeah, this guy's been busy. Rich Keeble, Monaco. You've heard him as Fenrico in Wuthering Waves, Brian Hetherington in Rivals, and even Mr. Arnold in Good Omens. Now he's playing Monaco, bringing his signature energy to the mix. Alex Martin, Renoir. If Margit from Elden Ring scared you, you might want to prepare yourself, because Alex Martin is back, and this time, he's voicing Renoir alongside Andy Serkis. You've also heard him in A Plague Tale Requiem and The Walking Dead Last Mile. Shala Nix, Ciel. Cyberpunk fans, this one's for you. She voiced Farida Nezeri in Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as multiple voices in Baldur's Gate 3 and Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Expect power, presence, and a voice that demands attention. Devora Wild Lae'zel from Baldur's Gate 3. Yes, that Lae'zel is also here. She's also set to voice Agrica in Metaphor Refantatio, so expect pure intensity from her role in Expedition 33. Kirsty Ryder, Loon. You might recognize her from Peacock, Claudia, The Sandman, Emanuela, and Call the Midwife, Alma Curran. Now, she's stepping into the dark world of Expedition 33 as Loon. Surprise! It's the secret ingredient of every great story. But what really keeps us hooked? Curiosity. That itch in your brain that demands answers. The gap between what we know and what we need to know. When you mix all three, surprise, conviction, and curiosity, you don't just get a good story, you get something that sticks with you forever. We've all played that one game. The one that grabs you from the first second and refuses to let go. The one that immediately makes you want to explore, to dig deeper, to understand what's really going on. And let's be real, in the AAA gaming world, where sequels, remakes, and safe storytelling dominate, that feeling is way too rare. Imagine living in a world where you know the exact moment you'll die. Not because of war, not because of disease, but because some mysterious being with a paintbrush decides it. Every year, the paintress, a figure as powerful as she is enigmatic, paints a new number. And when she does, everyone of that age disappears. No exceptions, no loopholes, no bargaining, just gone. And here's the terrifying part. She's counting down. Every year, the number gets lower. Every year, the people dying are younger. In an act of desperation, the people of Lumière created a last-ditch plan. A group of volunteers, each with exactly 1 year left to live, will travel across the sea on an impossible mission to kill the paintress before she paints again. This is Expedition 33, the latest and possibly final attempt. If this fails, there may be no one old enough left to fight. Oh, and if you're thinking, well, maybe someone succeeded before, you find journals from Expedition 84, meaning there have been at least a few attempts without success. That's how bad this situation is. This is a world where hope is a gamble, and the odds, brutal. But what makes Lumière so haunting is its contrast. Despite its inevitable doom, the world is breathtakingly beautiful. Cities and villages thrive in defiance of fate. The people of Lumière celebrate life, create art, and seek meaning, even as they count down to their own erasure. Some accept their fate, while others fight it, through rebellion, faith, or denial. The tension between hope and futility makes every conversation, every location, and every mission hit harder. And then there's the continent across the sea, a land untouched by the paintress, yet filled with dangers beyond imagination. Expedition 33 isn't just facing the paintress, they're stepping into a world that may not want them to succeed. Your first mission goes horribly wrong. Expedition 33 barely steps foot on the continent before they're absolutely demolished by an old man, who, by the way, single-handedly wipes out most of the group. You play as Gustav, one of the few survivors, stumbling through a battlefield of corpses, alone, traumatized, and at his breaking point. The guy is so far gone that he pulls a gun on himself. And that's when Lune steps in. Lune is realistic, not delusional. She knows they're probably not making it out of this, but expedition members swear an oath. When one falls, the others continue. As long as one stands, the fight isn't over. And if that wasn't enough of a moral dilemma, they find a message that suggests another member, Maelle, might still be alive. Expedition 33 isn't an open-world collect-a-thon, and that's a good thing. Instead of endless empty space, you get crafted, meaningful environments. Final Fantasy X-style, linear exploration, but every area feels alive. A world map with distinct locations and secrets, hidden paths, platforming sections, and optional bosses to reward exploration. The contrast between Lumière's fragile beauty and the nightmarish landscapes beyond makes the world feel both oppressive and hopeful. You don't just explore for loot, you explore because every new discovery might hold the key to survival. And yeah, you'll be stopping every few minutes for screenshots. This game is drop-dead gorgeous. So, what do you think? Did Expedition 33 just flex the most insane voice cast in gaming history? Who are you most excited to hear in-game? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's geek out over this dream team. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more gaming deep dives, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on the latest news. Until next time, keep gaming, keep hyping, and I'll see you in the next one.
Spill some ink.
It seems peaceful, as long as we don't touch the flowers. Yeah, let's not get too sentimental. It's still a painter's creation.
Damn, Maelle, what was that?
It felt familiar somehow.
Gustav, we won't understand what's going on if we kill everything that moves.
The gestural village must be ahead.
You know what Neverons are capable of.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.